Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So today's video is going to be a reacting to your assumptions about me. I did this probably at least a year ago, if not more, and I thought it was really fun. A lot of people on YouTube have done this type of video, and I just think it's really interesting. It's really cool for me to see what you guys just assume about me, considering you don't know me in real life, or at least most of you don't. I know a few people in real life watch my videos, but for the most part, you guys don't know who I am, except for just like what I show you on video. So it's just cool to see what you guys really think about me, and I wanted to do that video again. I asked for your assumptions on my Instagram story as well as the community tab here on YouTube. Thank you so much to those of you who sent assumptions in and participated. I will try to hit up as many as possible, but I did get quite a few, so yeah. I'll do the best that I can. I'm really excited about this video. And before we hop into it, I did film this look. It's part of my 3 Looks 1 palette with the Odin's Eye Solmon palette. That video should already be up by the time this video is up, so go check that out if you are interested in this look. Alright, let's just hop into some of these assumptions, shall we? You embrace the fact that your style and just you overall is different and you love it. Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't like go as far as to say like, oh my gosh, I am so different. I am not like other girls. I do know that I don't usually fall in the norm as far as like my typical style goes, especially with like makeup and things like that. I don't really have a good like reaction to this. Like, yeah, I guess so. I'm just embracing who I am at this point. You were the shy girl at school. Absolutely. I had very few friends and I was very much okay with that. I did not want to get called on in class. It was very rare if I felt confident at school. I didn't want to be talked to. I was cool doing my own thing, staying in my own lane. Yeah, I was pretty shy. Even in cosmetology school, I was really shy. I was not there trying to make friends. I was just trying to get my license, get my education, and get out. You get comments about your hair and makeup a lot in real life. Typically, yeah. Not lately, just because like in real life, I'm not going anywhere. All I'm doing is going to work and I'm home. When I'm at work, I'm rarely wearing makeup. Once in a while, if I'm feeling crazy, I'm doing eye makeup, but I'm wearing a mask all day at work, so I'm not really into wearing makeup right now. And I'm also keeping my hair in a ponytail or a bun at work, like every day, because again, it's hot with the mask, so I don't really care right now. But when the world was a little more normal, yes, I got comments a lot. In grocery stores, Target, work, everywhere. Someone was always saying something about my hair and makeup, and it was always something nice. It was really sweet. You are a very creative and artistic person. In the sense of hair and makeup, absolutely. I love being creative with hair. I love being creative with makeup. I think it's so much fun. You're Team Edward from the Twilight Saga. It's funny because like I definitely was when I was a middle schooler and reading the books. I was so Team Edward, it's not even funny, but like every so often I will rewatch the movies just because I love them unconditionally. I know they're so cheesy, but I love them with my whole heart. And I am not Team Edward at all anymore. Like, I'm so much more Team Jacob, like Bella. Get it together. You're realizing that using your stuff is not as hard and more fun than you thought pre-COVID-19. Do you mean in the sense like shopping my stash using like what I own as far as makeup? Yes, absolutely. I definitely was like, over the last year or so, I've gotten a lot better at not feeling the need to like buy every single release ever. And I've just gotten a lot better at just really picking things that I think I will use for a long time. But especially due to the virus and being stuck at home and being without an income for 7 weeks, I really just embraced using my stuff. Even right now, I don't have any interest in buying anything new. I'm kind of on like a loose low buy because of buying the house and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very content with just using what I have, and it's really exciting and inspiring just to keep using what I already own. You have 1 sibling. I have 4 younger siblings, actually. 21-year-old, 16-year-old, I guess an 11-year-old, almost 12-year-old, and a 5-year-old brother. No, he's not 5 yet. He's almost 5. It's hard to keep up with their ages. I'm getting old. You would never quit your job and do YouTube full-time because you love doing hair. As of right now, absolutely. I would not be quitting doing hair anytime soon. And especially like when I was out of work for 7 weeks and YouTube was like the only thing that I had to keep me busy, which granted, it was a hard time because it's like super depressing being without your regular income and not being able to leave your house. But despite that, I didn't really like YouTube being my only thing. I like having other things, and I really like YouTube being more so my hobby. I don't think I'd want to rely on YouTube as a job, and on top of the fact that I really truly love doing hair, I love all my guests, it makes me so happy. I cannot imagine quitting. I could imagine like if this were to like take up a really big part of my life and become like a major source of income, I could see myself like shortening my days in the salon, but I can't see myself ever quitting. You are generally a more quiet but friendly person IRL, I think. Lots of love. Yeah, I guess I would say so. It just depends on the situation. It depends on who I'm with. I can be very quiet, more reserved, and just kind of sit back and be more of a listener, but I can also very much be engaged more in the conversation and contributing a lot more to what's being talked about. It really just depends on my mood and what's happening. It's hard to even picture because I haven't been around a group of people like that in a long time, but it really just depends. But generally, yeah, I do feel like I'm a little bit more on the quieter side, especially if I don't know people very well. This person said, you are doing YouTube full-time. That's so funny that you even said that, because I guarantee you I posted a picture of hair that I did on my story the same day. No, I am not doing YouTube full-time. I would be so insanely broke. I do not make money off YouTube. Well, I make money off YouTube, but it's like very minuscule. I am a full-time stylist slash salon suite owner, and yeah, that's what takes up the majority of my time. You don't like mustard, but you're also not a huge fan of ketchup. Let me preface this by saying, like, I'm not a huge condiment person in general. Like, it's really rare if I like sauce things up. A lot of the time I'll say like no sauce on certain things. Like at Taco Bell, I don't get sauce on anything. But as far as like ketchup and mustard goes, I do like mustard. I think mustard's great. I don't feel the need to like smother things in it, but like, yeah, I'll add it to my veggie burger. I'll add it to my veggie dog. I'll add it to my veggie corn dog. I really do like mustard. But I also like ketchup. I'll dip my fries in it, but I'll also take my fries plain. I'll put my ketchup on my veggie burger too. It just depends on the situation. Like, I'll eat them, but like I could also live without them. You dislike chick flick movies? Are you kidding me? I love me a good like cheesy chick flick. That is great. That's one of Zane and I's favorite things to watch. You wear wigs more often than not. That's so funny that you think that, because I feel like the majority of my pictures and videos feature my real hair. I do have a wig wall right next to me, but I definitely do not wear wigs most of the time. At most, maybe once a week. And right now I'm very rarely wearing them. The only time I'm really wearing them right now is if I need to film, I have a day to film, and I don't feel like washing my hair, and it's like super bad. But yeah, I definitely do not wear wigs most days. Not to mention they're like hot, they're not comfortable, and it's like getting hot outside, so it's just a horrible combination. Your favorite season is fall. Yes, I love fall so much. Florida is not like the most fall looking place. It doesn't really turn orange and yellow and beautiful like northern states do, but I do still love fall. It's just, it makes me so happy. Halloween time, the days get shorter. I love it. Sometimes you hate having to film your looks and get annoyed that you have a YouTube channel. I truly want to know why you assume that, because that actually like breaks my heart a little bit, that you think that like maybe I'm putting out a video and I don't seem interested. I get comments like this sometimes where like people just assume that I'm sad or I'm annoyed, and I guarantee you I do not ever film when I'm sad. Sometimes like, yeah, the weed whacker outside annoys me because they always seem to pop up when I'm filming, but I genuinely love filming videos. I love filming my looks. It's very rare when I do makeup and don't film it, just because I really enjoy doing it. I like sharing this creativity with you guys. I love just being on this makeup journey with you guys, and I think it's fantastic, and I do not ever get annoyed that I have a YouTube channel. There's some days that I just like don't feel like filming, and those days I just accept the fact that I need a day for myself, which is rare. I don't take days off very often, but as a general rule, I absolutely do not get annoyed that I have a YouTube channel. I love my channel. I love creating videos, and I'm really sorry if I ever come across not that, but I love what I'm doing. When you were younger, you dreamed of having an art career, like being a painter or something. Actually, not at all. When I was like a little kid, I think I wanted to be a vet, and then I realized I'm not good with like medical gore and stuff like that. Like, I can't do doctor stuff. I can't even watch doctor shows. Absolutely not. I think I wanted to be a teacher for a little while, and I don't even know why, because that does not sound appealing at all anymore. When I got to high school, I was really into like the drama class that I was in, and I thought being an actor would be really cool, but then I was like, no, that's not practical. That would never happen in a million years. And then I got into hair. I decided to do this, I think like my sophomore or junior year of high school. So yeah, when I was younger, I wasn't really interested in having an art-based career, but as I got older, yes. You're a reserved person. Again, like I said before, it just depends on who I'm with. Some people I feel very open and I can talk about pretty much anything with, but I do feel like as a general rule, yeah, I keep to myself a bit more. It's very rare when I open up super deeply to someone. You don't like buying from giant beauty brands. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I would prefer to support a smaller brand. I feel like supporting a smaller brand just warms my heart a bit more. I don't get like any kind of like satisfying feeling from buying a bigger brand other than just the satisfaction of having a product that I liked, but I don't have any satisfaction of like supporting a big brand necessarily versus like a small one. I hope that came out right. I don't know if that makes sense. You were not super popular in high school, but people still like you. I definitely was not super popular in high school, like at all. I had very few friends. I don't know if people liked me, honestly. Like, I don't know if people disliked me, but I don't think people necessarily liked me. I just think I kind of faded off into the distance. I don't think people really cared, but who knows? I don't know anybody's thoughts. I will say there's a very, very, very high chance I will not attend my 10-year reunion just because I don't feel like I need to go. Oh goodness, that's in like 2 years. Geez, time is going by so quick. I'm getting old. You hate spicy food. I'm okay if food has like a kick to it, but I don't like when food is so spicy that it like hurts. But I am okay with some kick, yes. You never had a country music phase as a kid. Absolutely not. Country music is like the one genre I cannot get behind. It's whiny. I hate it. I can't stand country music. Sorry, not sorry. It is not for me. You had a serious emo phase when you were younger. I wouldn't go as far as to say I had a serious emo phase. I definitely like was into that more alternative scene kid type culture, but I don't feel like I was extreme with it. I wasn't allowed to color my hair. I wasn't like good with makeup. I barely did any makeup, and I mean, I was like dirt poor. I did not have like all the band tees that I wanted and stuff like that. I definitely was into that stuff, but I didn't, like, I wouldn't say my phase was serious because like I couldn't display myself the way I wanted to, if that makes sense. You would love to have more cats / animals. I would love to. In a perfect world, I would love to have like a cat sanctuary. I would love to have some ferrets. I would love to have some birds. I would love to have like quite a few animals, but as it stands, we're dealing with medical stuff with Felix. We have 4 cats total. We're not having any other animals anytime soon until maybe we are old and maybe rich and we can have a cat sanctuary. That would be a dream. You played clarinet in high school and you were a band nerd. I don't know how you possibly assumed that I played clarinet, but yes, I did. However, I wouldn't consider myself a band nerd because I stopped being in my high school band after freshman year. I did it all through middle school. I did it freshman year, but then I stopped after that just because we had the worst band director. Well, I say band director, really band directors. We had a different person every single year because no one seemed to like want to stick around, and that was just really frustrating for me. We weren't getting anywhere. Our band as a whole was not very good, and I just felt like it was kind of wasting my time. I really don't know how you possibly just guessed that I played clarinet though. That's so funny. And it's funny because clarinet wasn't even my first choice. I really actually wanted to be a drummer or a trumpeter, but the clarinet was more affordable for my family, so that's what I went with. Assumption number 1, you're an atheist. So well, for one, I don't really like to talk about religion because some people get very heated about it. For me, it's just like, it's something I can objectively talk about and I don't get heated about it. I don't classify myself as anything, but I also don't believe in anything, so I think by definition, yes, that does make me an atheist, but I never like put myself in that bubble. I'm just living life, you know? You're the type of hairdresser to never let a client's neck get sore when their hair is in the sink. You're just that kind and sweet. 2 notes on that. Yes, I try to always make sure my guests are comfortable, but like, who doesn't? I guess maybe not every stylist cares that much about their client's comfort, but that's kind of weird. I don't know. Like, I appreciate that you think that I'm a sweet person to my guests, but I just feel like that should be the norm. Every plant or flower you've ever had has died, even though you give them love. In French, we say not having a green hand. I don't know how to say it in English. We say a green thumb. Yeah, I love plants objectively. I would love to have a bunch of plants, but I'm not good at them. Zane and I suck at plants. Like, we do everything we're supposed to, and they always die. Even succulents die. It's a whole thing. I would love to be good at them, but I also just like, I guess it's just not for us. I assume you're the type of person who takes a while to let someone new in, but once you do, you'll be their friend for life. Yeah, I'd like to think I am. Yeah. I feel like I don't always make like immediate strong friendship connections with people like right from the get-go. It definitely takes like a little bit of time for it to, I don't know, to grow, but it's also like due to the fact that like I don't always want to go out. I sometimes have a hard time like wanting to experience new things, and I just like to stay at home and in my bubble or doing things that I'm a very routine-based person. But if someone's willing to like stick that out with me and get to know me more on a soft level, yeah, it can absolutely grow into something bigger. And I'm the kind of person who wants to be friends with someone for a really long time if we get that close. Like, I don't want it to just fizzle out. That would be super sad. Friendship heartbreaks are worse than like relationship heartbreaks, I swear. You and your husband want to eventually move out of Florida and into another state. Ideally, we would. I'm sure I've talked about this on my channel at this point by the time this video goes up, but we did buy a like, we bought a plot of land, but we bought a house. It's a new construction home that's going to be being built over the next like 7 or so months. I don't remember how many months it'll be by the time this video goes up. So like, obviously we're going to be staying here in Florida for a while, but ideally like down the road, like when we're older, maybe when it's at a point where like I don't need to like run my studio anymore or just something like that. However, life does its thing, but we would eventually like to live somewhere more northern, but for now we're just content. It's not at a good place in our life where we can just like pick up and move. Like I don't want to leave my business. Zane's content with his job. Our families are close. We just don't have a reason to move. So that's why we decided let's just stay put, buy a house, create some happiness. I assume that you're really hardworking and can get frustrated when you feel like you're not doing enough even on your days off. You're reading my mind. That's literally like, that's just me in a nutshell. I have such a hard time relaxing. I have such a hard time just like taking a break. It's really hard. I feel like when I'm not working, I'm just being not productive, which literally you're not being productive necessarily if you're just like not working, but that's not a bad thing. I need to learn that not being productive 100% of the time isn't bad. I need to learn to take time for myself more. I'm working on it. But yes, that is exactly how I feel. You're the budgeter of the household, always making sure groceries are bought and toilet paper is stocked, and also making sure the rainy day fund is never empty. Yeah, I do the budgeting for Zane and I. We share a bank account and I keep track of like what money goes to what bill. I keep track of like when we have to pay certain things. I keep track of how much money we have for food and for cat stuff and miscellaneous stuff, savings, all that good stuff. I enjoy having control of the budget. I like math, so it brings me peace to like be in charge of that, and Zane's like totally fine with that. In school, you let people cheat off your homework. No judgment. I did it a couple times. Honestly, I really didn't like doing that. I tried to be a very good kid, followed the rules. Like I never got in trouble in school. Like I never got sent to the office or anything like that. But I really did not like people cheating off of me. Like I worked really hard to do this work. I don't want to just like give my answers away. You know what I mean? I'm sure I might have helped a friend here and there, but I really tried to like help, not just give answers. But that's been so many years since I was in school, I couldn't tell you. But I feel like as a general rule, I definitely liked, like, I don't know, I took pride in my work. I didn't want to just give it away. It's not that you hate mainstream makeup, it's just that you hate the hype built up around products that end up being crap. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like it's not even just that the products end up being crap, I just feel like it's more so that nothing's original in mainstream makeup. And it's very rare when something mainstream like super catches my interest or it's something super innovative. It's all just kind of the same. And the formula might not necessarily be bad, but like if I already have versions of it elsewhere, I don't ever feel the need to buy stuff. Cannot wait to be living not on a road where these loud trucks drive by constantly. You drink obscene amounts of tea in every situation. I actually don't really like tea. I'm not a tea person. The only time I'll really drink it is if it's iced and like more of a fruity tea, and that's very rare. I'm just not a tea person. Not at all. I never have been. For some odd reason, I assume you're short. I don't mean this in an offensive way. I just assume it. I'm actually 5'8". I wouldn't say like I'm insanely tall, but I definitely have always been taller than like most of my girlfriends, and I feel like just around other people like my clients and stuff I'm typically taller, but yeah, I'm definitely not short. You do your makeup every day and you're a super sweet person. Thank you. I can't vouch if I'm a super sweet person. That's up to the opinion of whoever is associating with me, but I try to be. And I do not do my makeup every day, absolutely not. Like I think I mentioned before, I'm not really wearing makeup at the salon right now because it's just not worth it with wearing a mask all day long. And even back when I was filming before I went to work every single day, I still tried to give myself one day at least to just kind of let my skin chill. But especially more now that I'm not wearing makeup at work usually, it's definitely not every day, obviously. I assume you're artistic in ways other than makeup, like painting and sculptures. Absolutely not. I am not good at drawing. I'm not good at painting. I've never tried sculpting. I'm not artistic in that way. My artistic abilities are limited to hair and makeup, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I used to wish that I was good at drawing, and I used to try to practice, and I probably could have practiced more, but it's just, it did not come naturally to me. Let's just say that. You've been out protesting for Black Lives Matter. I have not, just because I'm working like almost every day. Like I work so much and I just have not had a chance to. I would love to though. I would love to go out and help, but it just hasn't worked out that way yet. This one's so funny. You open doors for people when they are out shopping and get irritated when they don't say thank you. It happens to me all the time. I actually do, like I'll hold the door open for someone if they're like approaching. And I do get like minorly irritated if they don't say thank you, just because like we don't have to have a full conversation, but you can at least acknowledge that someone held the door open for you. People confuse you for being an emo girl. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. I don't feel like I necessarily fall into any specific aesthetic. Some days I'm wearing more like spooky clothes. Some days I'm wearing more athleisure. Sometimes I'm dressed just kind of lazy. I don't know. I don't know if people confuse me to be anything. Honestly, that's up to the person, I guess. I don't have a good answer for you. You enjoy dancing to live music. I have not gone to see live music in a very long time, but if it's something I vibe with, absolutely. You have a very chill vibe. I feel like I can definitely be very high strung and very stressed out and anxious most of the time. But when I'm not those things, yes, I do have a very chill vibe. I kinda assumed you're a Legend of Zelda fan. I always liked the Zelda games and just the Zelda franchise in general, but that was never like my #1 thing. I was definitely more of like a Mario kid or a Pokemon kid or something like that as far as Nintendo goes. If you find a spider in your home, you don't kill it but move it outside. I don't touch it, I call Zane for help. Depending on the situation, sometimes he has to stomp it, sometimes he puts it outside. I'm so terrified of spiders, I truly don't care what happens to them after I give him the location of said spider. I'm very sorry if you're a spider lover and that hurts your feelings, but they terrify me to no end. I don't even care what size it is. I assume that you're into Wiccan pagan stuff. I find it very interesting, kind of backtracking to what I said earlier, like I find like religion is something that I can openly just talk about. I find it very interesting to like kind of see different people's perspectives on different religious views. So I wouldn't say like I'm into Wiccan pagan stuff, but I find it very interesting. I like learning about it, but I just like learning about things in general. Again, I don't put myself in any sort of religious box, but I do find it interesting. A lot of people said that I love animals. Yes, I love animals. It would be a shame if I had 4 cats and did not love them. I love all animals so much, except for spiders. They terrify me. You cry at animal rescue videos. Sometimes they can get me choked up. It takes a lot for me to full on cry at things, but I will get choked up at them. This person assumes that I'm vegan or vegetarian because I'm so passionate about being cruelty-free. Yes, I am vegetarian. I actually think I have vegetarian in my bio on Instagram. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've been vegetarian for over 2 years now. Yes, I do try to make vegan choices when I can, but I'm not like full-on vegan. And Zane's not even full-on vegetarian. He eats the food that I eat, but if he's at a restaurant, he'll like order chicken if he feels like it. So it would be extra hard if I decided to become full-on vegan and he's not even like full-on vegetarian. That could be a little dicey. But he's also open to eating whatever. So like we've made so many vegan meals and he's really good at just trying new things. You get a lot of hate online. No, I wouldn't say I get a lot of hate. I would love to know why you think that as well. Honestly, like the times that I get hate, I usually like post about it in some way, usually just to kind of like laugh it off, or if I feel like it's something that I feel like I need to address, I'll address it. But I wouldn't say I get a lot. I did get a larger influx of it when quarantine started, which was horrible because I was already feeling so depressed about being out of work, and then just to get a ton of hate over stupid things like blush on my nose, of all things. But I wouldn't say I get a lot of hate, no. Everyone's pretty nice to me, thank goodness. I'm very appreciative to you guys. And our final one, we will stop here. You prefer chill nights at someone's house rather than a bar or a club. Yes, but with an edit. I would prefer chill nights at my own house rather than at a bar or a club. I like being home, I like being in my own environment. I'm totally cool with chilling at someone's house, but I just feel like I'm able to relax just a little bit more if it's at my own. But yeah, it takes a lot for me to be willing to go out to a bar or a club. It's very, very rare. Okay, this was fun. Thank you guys for sending in your assumptions. You guys are very sweet, you're very kind, and I really appreciate you. I enjoyed just kind of sitting, hanging out with you guys. It was fun. However, I'm going to go now and make some lunch because I'm starving. If you made it to the end, I want you to leave what you assume is my most used emoji. I know that's stupid. I'm just trying to keep with the theme. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeatBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you are staying informed and educated in this time. As usual, I will have that Google document in my description box that I found online. It's just filled with a ton of resources on how you can help right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.